Taffy. Oh my gosh, Taffy.
Don't pretend like you didn't approve of that
Taffy.
beforehand.
I don't know. How do you sleep at night, Taffy? Like, seriously, man. Yo, honestly, man.
I almost felt bad about that until the stuff that came out today.
Oh, dude, honestly, though, man, like that kid. Yo, I don't know, man. Like, man, I have so many thoughts on this whole thing. And like, I haven't listened to anybody else's stuff. So, like, I was very intentional to do that. Like, I even stayed off Twitter yesterday, and really today, I didn't really like everybody sending me the Elijah dossier and stuff. I'm like, no, I have some things I have to say. I didn't want to listen to anybody else's breakdown of the whole thing because I didn't want to be influenced by what other people thought. I just been kind of sitting with the Sarah Stock and Elijah Schaefer ordeal for a couple of days. And like, I mean, we learned about it live on air basically the other night.
Almost, yeah.
And I was a few beers in, and I was telling Rob, like, I won't even go back and listen to that stream because I'm sure I said some terrible things in that stream.
It was mostly on local, so
thank God, because like just hearing some of this stuff, like just it really does enrage me and it makes me angry.
Yeah.
But like if you really think about like how sin works, like I still think what's all right. So first off, like everybody's like, oh, how come everybody's coming down on Sarah and not Elijah? It's like because Elijah's a POS. Like Elijah's like a scummy guy. Like I never expected anything other than this from him. Like if you would have asked me what I thought his marriage life was like this is kind of what I thought he was doing to his wife anyway. Like I've heard the stories of him when he was working at Blaze. Like he just seems like a scummy guy who's like hopped up on Adderall. Like I just have a good feeler for guys like that. Like I like even when he was like Gordon was going on with him and he was making the rounds, like I was like, I don't like because he was like trying to like he was expressing some interest in Christianity at a certain point, like between Orthodoxy and Catholicism. And I was just like, no, he's not really. He's not really like this. You could just I kind of just could tell he didn't really mean any of it. But like then you see his response, and his response is like this is stuff that happened before I came to Christ. I repented and I'm not going to apologize for stuff I repented for. And it's like, what? Like, what do you guys think repentance is? Like, I don't understand what people think. Like, people really think like you can go do some crazy evil stuff, say, sorry, God, and then it's as if it never happened.
Well, that is what American Protestantism tells them.
But even Sarah, right? Because like I still don't think what Sarah did is as bad as Voice of Reason. Like to her husband, yes. To her husband, absolutely yes. Like I'm not. I have to be clear.
Yeah,
like, I mean, what I mean by this.
I know where you're going with this. At least I have an idea, and I can see where you're going with it. Yeah,
like Voice of Reason. I'm talking public scandal wise. Like what Voice of Reason did was like he was well versed in Catholicism and he weaponized that stuff to like manipulate. Like he
literally used the faith to sin.
Yeah, like it. Like there's like a level of like evil in that. But okay, so what I think actually happened with Sarah is Sarah's a dumb broad. And she got played by a guy, and she got.
I disagree. I think she did the playing here, to be quite honest.
I mean, it's very possible because there's a lot coming out about her trying to get with Kevin Posobiec and stuff like that. Like she might have just been a ladder climber. I'm trying to. Here's where I'm going with it, though. I mean, I could be totally off on this. What the hell do I know? But I almost feel like she got played. Girls are dumb. She got played. And then this guy proposed to her. She was having this deceitful, awful thing she was doing behind her boyfriend's back. And then the guy proposes to her. And I think she was like, all right, I'm going to stop this. And thought, I can end this. Yeah. I'm not. Okay. I was
going to say, from everything that's coming out,
Yeah, I don't want to act like she didn't know what she was doing. She very clearly knew, like, okay, I'm having my boyfriend pay for an Uber for me to go and sleep with. But my point is, she wasn't married yet, right? Like, she's just dating a guy, and she's just thinking. I'm just telling you guys, this is how sin creeps in. Like, your conscience gets dulled the more you start doing things. Like, you start off with these little things, and then before you know, you're doing things you never imagined doing. And then this guy proposes to her, and she thinks, all right, I'll cut this off and I'll just end this. And she thinks she could keep this little thing in a compartment hidden and nobody will ever find out about it. She may have even gone to confession about it. In her mind, same like Elijah,
But
this
it
is,
sounds like dozens of people knew about it.
That's what's so sick.
Like, I think you're giving her way too much credit. I think,
yeah, you're right.
She is someone who uses people and has probably used people her whole life, and decided to so-called convert to the faith within a week of starting an affair with a married man. Like, no way. This woman was using Elijah for her job. She was using Catholicism for her job and fame. No, she's a user.
Not just a user. Like, I'm trying to understand how people's consciences can be that jaded. Like, where like, I don't, dude, I really don't like. I'm telling you, man, like, this whole industry of everybody, I'm just like so happy we have never collaborated with any of these cretins. Like, I'm just so happy that we've managed to, like, we get our Hitchborn, and we'll get our Mike Pantile, and we'll get our Enoch, and we'll get our friends on. I have no desire to reach outside our sphere. Like, I don't want to be associated with these people. I don't want anything to do with them. I want to stay very small where we can comment on the things we're qualified to comment on. And I want nothing to do with these disgusting perverts. They're all disgusting perverts. Like, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of them are gross. Like, I don't understand how you put that LARP on. Like, oh, I'm the virgin Catholic girl, and I've never had sex, and tell your fiance make your fiance wait. And you're doing that crap behind the scenes. Like, what happened to that kid? I don't even know his name. Her husband is so diabolical. Like, you're talking about somebody who thought his life, like, he's like, I got the hot blonde trad girl, and we waited till marriage. He's on his honeymoon. He comes home from his honeymoon, and his life is over. This kid's on.
Are they just on their honeymoon?
Like 2 weeks ago, weren't they? They were just.
I don't know. I don't follow these people.
I suggest getting your marriage blessed by the Pope. Like, the thing is, and then, like, you get like guys like Franco and Pine Sap who are like nobody's taking glee in this. They're like, I can't believe the amount of people taking glee in this. Like, I don't know, maybe there are people taking glee in this. That's not what we're doing.
The other influencers that are doing the same stuff, yeah, they are.
Maybe, yeah, but like, there's nothing gleeful about this. This is my heart hurts for this kid. Like, I can't imagine what he's going through. I put a tweet out today, like, kind of as a joke. Like, me and my wife have been dating since middle school, right? And we were in middle school, and like, I kissed some other girl at a party when we were like 14 years old. My wife will like bring that up to this day. Like, it happened last
to be
week.
Fair, I bring it up to this day too.
Well, I mean, I just brought it up now. But I'm just saying, like, something that innocent, like, oh, I kissed a girl at 14 years old. Like, she'll to this day, like, that will hurt her. And it's like, there's no recovering from what this kid is going through right now. This isn't like, oh, maybe we can fix this. And it's like, I'll be honest, man, like, people do screw up. Like, affairs do happen. They do. Like, I mean, I know couples who, like, where the husband cheated, and like, they'll actually say, like, the affair was actually a good thing in hindsight because it made them reinvent them. Like, it made them realize how important they were to each other. And like, I'm not saying that they're happy they went through it, but like, they could find the silver lining in it in the long run. is nothing even resembling anything that could ever be like that. Like this isn't even it. Like the deceit involved here is the thing. It's like,
especially if a child ended up dying because of this.
oh, man,
I'm sorry if that's the case. Hang her from a tree publicly. Both of them. Hang them.
Elijah. The thing is, this is important. What advice would I give the husband? Annulment or no? He has to. And it's like, first off, it's totally grounds for an annulment. Like the level of deceit going into the marriage, like that, it's your marriage.
Except it's got to be deceit as to, it's got to be very specific as to what the deceit was about. You know, like if she literally did stop the affair, if that's actually what happened, then it might be valid. But if she was planning on continuing to cheat and was never going to be faithful to him, then yeah, that's invalid.
I don't know, man. I think this is grounds for annulment.
It's definitely grounds to start a tribunal, but
I think it invalidates the matter. I mean, what do I know? I'm not, but here's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. Stop the affair when engaged. That.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, there's no. Yeah, she presented herself falsely. Like she presented. I don't know, man. And here's what I'm saying. It's not like I never wish for a marriage to fall apart, right? I'm telling you, this kid cannot live with this looming over him. Like it's not possible. Like it's too big of a thing. Like you talk about like when a couple goes through something like this, what happens is there's this period of time where the whatever spouse was cheated on, like everything reminds them of the thing, and then the amount of damage that happens is just astronomical. It takes years of recovery before like that thing can be healed, and that's talking about like if it's like a one night stand, and that's talking about if it was like, oh, it was a work affair or something like that, and then like but this is something so public. Like this is just so public that there's nowhere he can go that it's not going to be made, like it's going to be thrown in his face. It's not like it's not like this could be
monasteries. Like, he could go to monasteries.
Yeah, but
live his life out there. That's probably the.
No, because if he gets an annulment and the marriage is really annulled, like the kid needs to move on and pretend that she doesn't exist and he never knew her. That's really what he needs to do. He needs to act like this woman never existed, and I don't know, that never happened.
I don't think a person can do that in a situation like this, man. I don't know.
He has a choice. Like that's the only way through this. If you keep dwelling on something like this, dude, the kid's in the hospital right now.
Supposedly,
that's the rumor. Like this is a level of betrayal and deceit and public culture.
It's really too bad she was so out there about changing her last name and telling everyone what the new last name was. Otherwise, you might be able to.
Yeah, if she pulled Delilah Rose, she'd have protected her husband's identity. The thing is, like, this is like, I don't know, man. Like this incessant need to be famous that some people have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the show title, before this whole situation happened, what happened was I was hate listening to John Deloney, who I love to listen to be angry at because he gives the worst advice. But I heard 3 calls in a row.
Hold on. I have an idea. We need to pay a woman to call it a show. Pretend that she's Sarah.
No, I was going to call
see what he
I was the husband.
Or that would work too.
I was going to, dude. I was really tempted to do this. Oh, call in and pretend I was the husband and like explain the whole story. Like, Can we make this work? And listen, John Deloney tell me yes or something.
No,
But
John Deloney would tell you it's your fault. You, the
it's
husband,
it's a
emotionally
good point.
abused
No,
her.
I mean, I can tell. I know exactly what he would say, but the what happened was I was listening to that show and like several women called into the show. Like it was separate days, but like women would call into the show talking about how my husband started pulling Bible verses out and telling me that I need to submit. And like as he would like get through the call, you'd find out that the wife was listening to either red pill content
The husband.
or right, I'm sorry, yes. The husband was either listening to red pill content or like patriarchy content. And one of them, like it sounded like he could have been listening to Sea Mask or like Tim Gordon. And it's like you're watching the wife who's never been exposed to this stuff, and all of a sudden the husband comes home and he's like, I'm the man of the house. And it's like, dude, the way some guys, so it made me just think about how podcasts themselves really are ruining people. Not because the content isn't always good, it's because some people don't hear content properly. Like you could be presenting a message and like, because there's absolutely like a need for men to return to patriarchy and take the lead role in their homes again. But if you go and you're married to a woman already and you come home and you're just like, look, the Bible says that you need to submit. Like, that's not how this works, guys. It's just not how this works. I don't know what to tell you. Like, so I wanted to, I do have clips of John Deloney and those phone calls that we were going to originally play. And then this whole thing unfolds. And I'm like, because some of those clips sounds like the husband, one of them, the husband is super racist. My husband was listening to a Morning Babylon. Now he won't let me drive. One of them, the husband,
Your hubcaps, thank you.
The husband starts making like anti-Semitic jokes, and he starts talking to the wife about race realism, and he's talking to her about interracial marriage and all this stuff. And I'm like, this husband's listening to Nick Fuentes. Like, you could tell, like, the things the wife was worried about, you could tell the husband's listening to Fuentes. So when I told Rob to make the thumbnail, I just said, well, put Deloney, put Fuentes, and that was going to be the original thumbnail. And then the Sarah Stock and Elijah thing happened. I was like, throw them in too. Like, podcasts are literally destroying lives now. We're at that point. Like, they're just gutting marriages.
It's honestly, and it's going to sound weird coming from a podcaster, but like the democratization of media was not necessarily a good thing. Like, yeah, when we were all, everyone was stuck watching 3 networks, that wasn't obviously a great thing either for other reasons, but like, there was at least multiple filters things had to go through before they were presented, right? And yeah, it led to kind of a dumbing down of everything to where it was all, it was acceptable to everyone. But now there's nothing like that, and anyone can throw just the worst crap out there, and there'll be an audience for it, right? Because it's like that meme, where now, like, beforehand, if there was someone who wanted to have relations with the toaster, society would be like, what the hell are you talking about, you weirdo? But now it's like, now they can go online and find other people that want to have relations with the
There's a group for that.
Yeah, there's a group for that.
There's a group for that. You can find them on Reddit and they'll get together with you. Yeah, there is something to that. There's all right, so here's the thing though, like, why would you ever talk to your wife about politics, right? Like, my wife doesn't know politics at all either, but there's ways to like start to have serious conversations with your wife, especially like, we've all been growing up in this feminist nonsense forever, and a lot of us are starting to come around to seeing like, okay, there was problems here, this and this. You don't just then go and bombard your wife with 30 hours of podcasts you just listened to.
Right.
You have to introduce subjects gently and explain them in ways that you can't give her the Tim Gordon rundown right away. Like, it's just not how it works. It's like you have to present it as a conversation and say, hey, like, I'm thinking maybe you should maybe we should try to lead a more traditional home, and maybe we could start off small. Like, you have to ease your way into things in some situations. Some people you don't have to. Like, some couples you could just go right into it, but you do have to know the woman you married. If you're a guy listening to this, like, you have to know the woman you married, and you have to understand, like, you can't just drop a ton of bricks on somebody like that out of nowhere. It seems like that, like, you come home a different person because you're listening to crap on the internet. Like, it just doesn't work like that. And oh man, it's just so many of us are just stuck in, man, like, for us, right? Like, I think that we've managed to, like, stay in a very small pocket, which I'm very happy about, man. Like, because there were times when me and Rob were like, all right, who can we interview? Maybe get the show. I'm so glad that never happened. I'm so glad we never expanded into this, like, the wider sphere of getting, like, the more like, I don't want to be that well known. I don't want to, because I see what happens to people when they get
And
that
I want to be
bug.
way less well known than currently.
Yeah, dude, but do you see what's happening to these people? Like Sarah
Mhm.
Stock. Sarah Stock wanted to be famous. She wanted to be a famous trad girl. Like, man, you look at Isabella Moody, right? Isabella Moody, this 28-year-old gross woman. She's married to a guy she's supposed to be. Yeah. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
So Isabella Moody, I was talking to Majorian about this, actually. Like, she's 28 years old. She's going to a frat party to interview Clavicular. It's like, you are 28. Like, what are you doing at a frat party with 20-year-olds? Like, what do you do? You're an old lady now. Like, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but, like, I'm not, like, you're gross. Like, you're 28. You're going to hit a point soon where, like, right now it's like, oh, this hot 28-year-old chick saying the N-word, it's so edgy. Like, nobody wants to hear a 35-year-old woman talk like that. Like, you're just going to be the old gross lady, and you're approaching that very quickly. And she fits the profile perfectly for, like, the 35-year-old teacher who, like, becomes a predator to the teenage student because she wants to still feel like she's hot and she can still get the young guy's attention. Like, you women have to, like,
There really is some, I don't know.
it's a sickness.
I don't know,
sickness.
man.
Dude, and especially with social media, like, so many affairs are happening now because of Facebook. Like, oh, like, these are people who, like, your own. Yeah, I'm just saying, Instagram, whatever the hell. I don't know. I'm on X. That's the only
Sort
one
of boomer are you?
I don't use anything but X, so I actually
know.
don't know. I have no idea. But it is this thing where you got a couple, they're married 10, 15 years at this point. The marriage is getting a little stale. The husband does his own thing, the wife does her own thing. All of a sudden, he sees an ex-girlfriend on a website, on whatever, Instagram. I don't know what the hell you kids are on these days. Sees her on whatever, and all of a sudden you comment on a picture, and the next thing you know, there's a DM slid in, and next thing you know, you guys are DMing each other behind the scenes, and that's how an affair happens. And it's like, man, marriages are so fragile. Like, they're so fragile. You have to take care of your marriage and pay such close attention to it. Like, the rate at which people are like losing their marriages at this point, and affairs are happening. It's like, if you could be some guy who's just going to work every day, think you're doing everything right in the world, and you come home, you have no idea your wife's on social media and she's doing something behind your back. Like, man, you guys have to be so careful. Like, there has to be rules in marriages with social media, and what's appropriate, and I don't know. It's just, all this stuff is just so crazy. But the Elijah and Sarah thing is just, I don't know, man. Like, Elijah is not going to he's just going to continue on doing what he's doing. He's always just been a raunchy, gross dirtbag. So, like,
the fact that a lot of people were really worried that he might have killed his family, I think shows you exactly where this is one day eventually going to end.
Yeah, I think luckily she was able to escape to Australia or something, right?
He will end up as some sort of crime TV special. I almost guarantee it.
Yeah, bro, when you're living life like that fast, and you're just like, dude, first off, there's such a darkness to it, and and the deception, right? Like the thing with Sarah is like if this that's why I was saying, like, if this was a private affair and she had just like been honest with him and come clean, like that might be something they could get through. But the public nature of this and the level of deceit, and that's the other thing. Like in your marriages, it is super, super important to not have secrets in your marriage, man. Like you have to be very like open with each other, and like if you're struggling with something, you have to go and talk to your spouse about it. Like that secret builds up and it builds up. And the thing is, Sarah was never herself with her husband. She was always a liar to him. She always had this dark secret in her past. So everything she did, she always had it looming over her head that this could drop any minute, because tons of people knew about it. It wasn't something she did in secret, which is really the baffling part of it.
Yeah, well,
that's the baffling part. It's like when that many people know about this, and you're still putting this public persona. Like, I don't get people's mentality. Like, voice of reason too. Like, you think you're gonna play this many girls and none of them are gonna come out and blow your spot?
None of them are gonna be crazy and vindictive about it. No.
Like, how do you people not, like? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. Yeah, like what? How did that conversation get recorded? It's not baffling when you realize she was bragging. The deception stuff is, yeah, he has to get out. He has to get out for his own mental health. He has to get. They don't have kids together. The whole thing is built on a lie.
They don't. Her and Elijah might have.
And you think about her, like you're sleeping with a married man, like you're destroying like, do people think nothing of destroying families? Like they just, and you're out there pretending you care. You're talking family values and you're out there destroying people's families.
I think we legitimately need to have a moratorium on like converts speaking publicly. I think that would kill this weird cottage industry of so-called trad converts.
It's a good point though, because you see how quickly they want to raise these converts to the altars as if they're saints immediately. It's a weird thing that happens. What? No. Why would? Whoa! Why would you put that here?
Why pay us when you know we can't talk about it?
We don't talk about that stuff here. No. Modern marriage is Novus Ordo marriage. We get to figure out our own rules and negotiate egalitarianism.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. So we are going to get into the Deloney clips because I just think they're interesting, because I want to talk about how this stuff is happening, right? And like how we're supposed to, because there are good things you can learn on these shows, like things Rob and I talk about, and that's why I always try to like share personal anecdotes of things that worked, like whether it was evangelizing my children and I saw something click, or
plus if you tell all your secrets, Milo can't.
Yeah, it's kind of my insurance policy. But like there was a CMask episode with Mike Pantile, Will Noland, Tim, and Nick, and they were talking about like one bite of the apple, where like Tim was putting forth this proposal that like a woman only gets one chance to like voice her concerns on something, and then the husband has to put his foot down or say whatever it was. But they kept trying to come up with these hypothetical situations where this could happen, and like they were talking about like, well, if I want to go to the gym and like my wife thinks I shouldn't, like she could say she doesn't think I should, but if I still want to, I get. And I'm like, that's not like a realistic argument between a couple. Like, I want to go to the gym, I don't want you to go to that. That's not a realistic argument. Like a realistic argument between a couple is when you're talking to your spouse, you may say something in a tone that they don't like. And
Anthony is well acquainted with this.
Yeah, this is 99% of arguments in my house are I said something too harshly. And my wife perceived it like I was talking down to her, like she was stupid. And 99% of the times I get mad at her is when she talks to me, and I'm like, "Who do you think you're talking to?" Like those are.
Who are you? Who do you think you are? That you're just.
I'm sorry.
That's what I try to tell her. Actually, like it's just the way I talk. Like I don't know what you want.
Anthony's got a soundboard at home.
Who are you? She's like, "Why are you being loud?" I'm always loud. What do you mean? So it's like now over the years I've learned to, if I see her like perceiving me talking like that, like I've learned, okay, I can say the same thing, I just can't say it the way I'm saying it. So like those are more realistic examples of how to avoid arguments in your home. It's like you have to be cautious about how you speak to one another, because 99% of arguments are about communication. They're not actually about wives submitting. My wife always submits. My wife doesn't question me on anything. She doesn't like when I'm a little harsh, and I'm harsh pretty often. So
well, and like yeah, it's not going to be about whether you want to go to the gym or not. It's going to be about something to do with the kids or, something like that. Like,
yeah, but I would even say if it's something to do with the kids, I do think like that kind of stuff. Like if it's tricky. Like I'm giving you an example of what the arguments in my relationship would be. Like the examples they were coming up with just seemed too far fetched to me. Anthony needs to sound like Franco. That's another thing. This whole like genre of people like, you guys need to be charitable in this situation. It's like, no, we need to actually talk about this stuff. Like it's important to talk about this stuff because things like this can be lessons. Like I saw people like especially Fuentes. Like Fuentes comes out and he's like, I don't think it's right that people are getting into their personal lives and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, I don't buy it from you, dude. Sorry.
I think
that from you.
I think he's just being contrarian, knowing it's going to piss people off.
I think he's super worried that there's a dossier on him because he's probably got a ton of stuff that he's worried about coming out, because all these guys do. All of them do. And whenever I see people like defending Sarah Stock, I'm like, dude, I want to see your freaking hard drive. Like, I don't care if she's a Catholic. This is disgusting and demonic, evil. Like, I don't want to hear it. She's
such a Catholic. She couldn't even deny murdering her child.
When I see guys defending some of this stuff,
well, it's just gay.
I'm just like, you got some evil crap that you are hiding, because like this isn't about pointing out other sins. It's like, dude, first off, Elijah needs help. Like Elijah literally needs to go to rehab. He needs help. So like people get, oh, we shouldn't be talking about his personal life. This isn't his personal life. This is a very public thing. You're talking about two marriages publicly ruined because of the decisions these two made.
When you have a photo of getting a marriage blessed by the Pope, sorry, this is no longer just public.
Yeah, this is
private stuff.
You guys don't get to wear Catholicism like a skin suit and a way to make money, because that's what this has become.
Yeah.
People literally wearing Catholicism as a grift to make money. And I'm not saying people can't make money like discussing the faith. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what they were doing is just wearing this thing as a skin suit without actually believing a word of it. Not a word of it. None of it means anything to them. That's when it gets under my skin. It's like we're literally picking people who, I mean, the people that just get elevated, man, especially like pretty girls get elevated like that. Like, just stop with the girls. I don't understand why you got like you men who like amplify this crap, man. Like, you're gross. Like you're all gross. You all need to get off the internet. What was Franco's tweet? Because it's a funny thing about Franco. Franco will come out and say, like, he did this with Voice of Reason too, and he's like, everybody should just be praying for Voice of Reason. It's like, no, man, like you actually should be telling him never come back into public life because you don't want to go to hell. Same thing with Sarah Stock. Never ever should she be let back into the public sphere to wear Catholicism as a skin suit. Like, if she wants to go in and go be an OnlyFans girl, whatever, nobody will have anything to say about it. But like, you don't get to come back into this sphere and talk about Christianity and conservative values ever again. I'm sorry. Yeah, the MAGA babe accounts. Those are OnlyFans accounts. That's all they are. They're OnlyFans accounts. That's what he said. He said, all right. So he said, do you think there's a rise of Islam when more Christians think that public shaming is good? Public shaming,
shame literally is a good. It is a virtue, a quasi virtue. So fuck off. So, at first I wasn't a fan of the phrase moral fagging. It is very accurate, though.
What is moral fagging?
Moral fagging.
What is that?
Exactly what Franco did.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, no, what's funny is like you'll get Franco will say something like that, and then people will point out, like, dude, what are you doing? This is cringe. And then he has his defenders, like the Joe Enders and Pine Sap, come in and be like, Franco's the nicest guy in the whole world. He's super chat. And it's like,
he was so nice. He was Boar's best friend. Come on.
I just don't get, like, Franco, guys, niceness is not a virtue. Being nice is not a virtue.
No. It's
just not. Like, you're not even called to be nice as a Christian. You're not called to be nice. Stop it. Like Franco will defend his friend. Franco is the embodiment of the Longhouse. He works for Lila Rose. He goes on Lila's podcast. He loves these girls so much. Go get a wife.
For the Jews too, doesn't he?
Like, what are you doing? Go get a wife. Why are you talking to girls? Why are you talking to married women on a podcast?
Does he still work for Frad/Daily Wire as well?
I have no idea. I think he just works for Lila now. Oh, probably Frad. He's probably Frad's guy at this point. Oh man, all of them are just terrible. All right, let's get into the Deloney stuff before it gets too late, because I want to talk about how the red pill and the patriarchy stuff is destroying marriages.
Let's see here. Opening up the videos.
Kindness and niceness are not the same thing, correct?
100%. The word nice actually used to be in English, it would be how you would call someone dumb, actually.
You don't need to be nice, like, at all costs. Like, sometimes it's required to be a little mean. Like, and the thing is, like, we're in this age of internet stuff, and like, we all need to guard our souls, man. And the stuff we're consuming is, like, you could lose your soul over some of this stuff. And what am I drinking tonight? Montauk Driftwood Ale. Montauk Driftwood Ale. In this day and age, like, it's actually, like, because you can get caught up in listening to certain things, and it'll send you off the rails. So it gets into, like, when we had Cameron O'Hearn on talking about, like, how movies influence you. And it's not just like whether something's got like R-rated material in it, or like in a sexual content or something like that. It's like you could be watching something and you're now rooting for the bad guy to win, right? Like there could be a person who's actually like a very flawed character, like
the vast majority of stuff these days are like that. Like, it really is.
So, like, even if you get into, I mean, obviously there's sexual content in The Sopranos, so I'm just using the character of Tony Soprano as an example. Like, Tony Soprano's a murderous psychopath, and you're like, I hope he doesn't get caught by the police. It's like it does something to your moral framework when you're now rooting for the villain. And the same stuff happens with social media, where you're seeing, like, legit scummy people and you're like, well, they're funny, so I'm going to defend everything they do. And it's like, they can't, it doesn't matter how reprehensible they are. I like watching their show, so I'm going to defend that.
Or they come off as overly pious, but really the stuff that they're presenting is nearly heretical. You know, Lila Rose is a good example with the crazy Protestant guy.
But she's done so much for the pro-life movement.
She's made a lot of money off the pro-life movement.
About
I know that.
It's like there's just no man. Oh, they're funny. I'm going to
defend everything they say.
Defend everything they say. Me with Anthony and Rob. But I try not to look. First off, like I'm not presenting somebody I'm not ever. Like you guys, like my moral failings are on full display here. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like I'm not ever pretending to be something I'm not. I also don't have any dark, deep secrets. I'm not texting any girls. I'm not like I love and adore my wife. She's like, I was telling her.
It's really actually in person kind of annoying how much he loves her guys. It really is.
I was telling her yesterday, like you have to look because you go to something like Tim Gordon's documentary, right? And like one of the things he gets to is like a woman should like be like a cheerleader for her husband. She should like what he likes, do what he does. She should wear what he wants her to wear. She should be like his biggest supporter. Then she should defer to him in all things, whether they're prudential or deferential, everything. Like and when you're steeped in a feminist environment, you hear those things and they sound offensive, right? But I was telling my wife yesterday, I'm like, it's actually like I went and yesterday I had to do hand dig outs of test pits in the city, and it was like 15 degrees the night before, so the ground was frozen. So I'm literally swinging a pickaxe at ice for 12 hours, right? And I come home and
you're an Alex Preddy.
I come home and my wife is just so joyful when I walk in the door, and she's like happy to see me, and she's talking to me about this and that. And she's like, oh, because we're going away for her birthday and Valentine's Day next weekend, so there's no Thursday show next week, but we're going away for her, and she's like excited about that. And then I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to push my show off till tomorrow. This was yesterday. And I'm like, and we're just
Adrian, that's why.
Yeah. I was like, you know, I can go and endure swinging a pickaxe at ice for 12 hours a day and come home and still be joyful because I come home to her. Like there's never been a wife who's just like a bigger cheerleader of her husband. And what's crazy is because she does that to me, I then am just like the happiest guy ever, and she's happy. And it's like when a wife actually plays the role that Tim explained and laid out there, it makes her more happy because now I'm happy, and now I'm looking at everything. I'm like, look at all you do for me. Like I come home, you have dinner cooked for me. Look at I'm like, thank you. So like we're just both so grateful for each other, and it makes us happy. Like when the man is doing what he's supposed to do, and when the woman's doing what she's supposed to do, you're freaking happy.
Exactly. When you're actually both working towards the ends that you were made to work toward, and you're happy, right? And
she's concerned with she's concerned with my happiness, and I'm concerned with her happiness. And it's like she's not going, why didn't you do this for me? And I'm not saying, well, you could have done this for me. Like it's crazy how well a marriage works when you're both doing what God designed you to do, and you are just there for each other, and you have a friendship, and I don't know, man. I honestly wish that everybody could have like what I have, because I'm not whatever. That sounds gay, but whatever. I'm just like these guys that make fun of wife guys. Like these are like Nick Fuentes making fun of wife guys. Like Nick, you're freaking single. Your whole life is your show. That is the epitome of your joy.
And you literally can't know what it's like until like you might think you know what love is, but you know before you're married. But then you get married and I know you didn't know what that sort of love was. And then you have a kid and you find out, holy crap, I really didn't know what love is. You know what I mean?
Dude,
every kid I have, I found out more what love is. You know? What I mean?
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like, dude, I took Stella snowboarding. I was laid off last week, and I'm like, let's go snowboarding. And I taught my daughter to snowboard last week. First off, just driving the two of us, talking, and like having like real conversations with my 15-year-old daughter, and knowing like how hard that age is. So like I was just telling her about like some of the difficulties I went through when I was 15, and like, you know, having like I had whatever. I'm not going to get into it on here. Not on locals, maybe not here. Just sharing with her some of the difficulties that I went through when I was 15. And like we just had this beautiful time together, me and my 15-year-old daughter, and it was just like it was just such a wait, can you just say you weren't working? Always make it sound so dramatic. Well, all right. So this is lingo for union guys, though. Like when you're laid off, like like for weather, I'm like, my company's not shut down or anything. I'm back at work now. It's just called laid off. Like,
trust me, guys. If he was laid off, he would have made sure to talk about our sponsors at the beginning of the show. Like
oh my goodness, sponsors. First off, let me tell you something. Especially because I can't afford cigarettes because I'm laid off. Knickknacks. Dude, grapefruit is my new jam.
I like, grapefruit is my favorite. Lemon and tangerine are tied for second, and then blood orange, I think, is third.
I think so too, dude. I thought I was going to be into
And
the
mint flavors are still good. It's just the citrus ones are amazing.
Citrus ones are by far my favorite. Like not even so. Like if you guys want to try them out, I would jump to lemon, blood orange, tangerine.
They have a citrus pack, and for those of you who don't know, we're talking about knickknacks. They are nicotine lozenges that we cannot say help you stop smoking, but Anthony has used them to help him stop smoking. But we do need
to say that, but like that's actually what happened.
We do need to say that they do contain nicotine, and nicotine is an addictive chemical, which is why you should buy like a 4-pack of the citrus ones.
Yeah. Make sure you get addicted before you wrap it up. No, dude, I love Knickknack. So our promo code is AB25%. If you go to knickknack.com, you get 25% off. That's a pretty good discount, man. And we love them as a sponsor. So if you guys can,
they are I'm not going to say everyone that works there, but it is a family company, and the family is Catholic, and they said they have like 40 family members that like to watch this show.
That is awesome.
And it's I know they're redoing their branding, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is a little foot crushing a snake at the top. So that is right out of Genesis.
Maybe I'm dumb, but it always feels like you guys genuinely enjoy your sponsors. I love Taylor Marshall, but I don't believe half the stuff he's sponsored by. So like we actually talked about this. Like we have such unique, awesome sponsors. like I love Recusant Wine. They're not even sponsoring us right now. I'll still plug them. And I don't know. We just have the coolest companies that decide to sponsor us, and it's stuff that like we genuinely like using. So
a lot of shows, and this isn't. I'm not even talking about Catholic shows, just shows in general. They'll market themselves to potential sponsors, right? They'll say we have this many viewers, so this is how much we would charge you to sponsor your, to sell your product. Ours have always worked the other way. We get emails from viewers that have companies.
We've never reached out to anyone to sponsor us. These are people who watch our show and who like our show. Father Amato, who's never mind.
Anthony
was blew that one up.
Don't worry, we'll edit that out.
Never mind. A priest friend of mine said he was watching our show and he bought Fat Thins. Priest friend of mine, that's all.
I'm out of Fat Thins, otherwise I'd have a bag here.
Their sponsorship's done, isn't it? Or do they have one more?
I think they are done, but just in case this was the third.
Yeah, the affiliate code still works. I mean, the promo code still works. So if you guys want to get Fat Thins, use code AB10.
They are the
AB
best.
10%?
No, it's AB10.
AB10. Okay.
Knickknacks is AB25%.
Oh my gosh, man, you guys with these promo codes.
Fat Thins are the best potato chips you'll ever.
That's actually a good idea. Ask Knickknack to make a bomb pop flavor.
Well, no. So here's the thing that obviously nicotine lozenge isn't going to be like as simple as a potato chip. Like Fat Thins uses just potatoes, salt, and beef tallow, but the knickknacks they use xylitol as the sweetener, nicotine, and then essential oils. So like the lemon flavor just comes from lemon essential. What are you laughing at?
Somebody said use code AB90 for 90%
No,
off.
don't do that.
That will not work, but I thought it was funny. I'm sorry.
But like, so Knick-Knack, it tries to get as natural as they can. So unless you can find a bomb pop essential oil, it's probably not going to work.
All right, knickknacks, guys, go check them out. If you like, I'll be honest, if you like Zin, you'll like these better. They're better than Zin.
Was Anthony drinking before the show? Yes, but he's also drinking during the show.
No, I never drink before the show. I always start my first beer on the show, and I never drink more than 2. So like, because people will say things like I drink too much or something. Like I never drink more. I bring 2 beers down with me, and I cut it off at 2. They just happen to be 10%.
AB 100, 100%.
All right, let's do the Deloney clips.
Do we have to, man?
I think you're good. Look, I think it's. I know it's for the bit, but like we gotta produce. We're at 51 minutes. We'll get through one of them. And then locals. We got some fun stuff for locals. The knickknacks have beef tallow flavor.
What you do is you put a few of the Fat Thins in your mouth, and then you pop a classic flavor knickknack, and there you go.
I want to know what these people that sponsor our shows think of our ads, because they're all over the place.
Well, Rec was in.
But wait a minute, they're supposed to get a 30-second ad. We literally spent 8 minutes talking about knickknacks. So
no, has it been 8 minutes?
At least.
I don't know if you have the best sense of time.
Yeah, I know. I start drinking in the green room. I never drink before the show. I drink in the green room.
Anthony's just in the green room 45 minutes before the show drinking.
All right, come on. Let's do one Deloney clip, and then we'll see for locals, because the last locals episode, I won't even go back and listen to it. Like, there's no way I'll go back and listen to it, because we learned about all this stuff on live, and Icon I went off, and I think I cursed a few times. I was so disgusted about it.
I cursed once. I said the F word.
You curse on YouTube, Rob. That's not good.
I know. I apologize.
Don't curse on YouTube. You can curse on locals a little, but I don't like the F word either, man. The F word.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's just
all right.
I've just Catholic media lately has me so frustrated. I really does, man.
Been frustrated.
So effing frustrated.
Don't worry.
Get me
The audience won't
about
moral
the
fag you too much.
What?
I said the audience won't moral fag you too much about the cursing.
Okay, which one of these are we watching?
The first one. I put clip 1, clip 2. I labeled them.
That
Probably
doesn't mean that's
download
the order you want them in.
I labeled them in the order of playing them.
Okay. Give me a
Yeah. Everybody always lets Rob's
it is so
slide.
true.
He gets away with everything, and then you guys will blame it on me. You'll say
Which
that
F word? I was gonna say the bad one, but yeah.
I'm not drinking. First, it was Friday night. Can we have a little fun? Like, can we just hang out and have a little fun? My goodness, you people.
Yeah, we're not Baptist.
So look, my husband makes racist and misogynistic comments, and he says I'm too sensitive. This is this. All right, I want to play it because we'll get into it. Go ahead.
Appreciate some maybe guidance or advice on how to ask my husband to go back to couples counseling with me after he made it clear he will not do it again.
Well, so you probably can't, because he seems pretty clear.
Why
do you want him to go to counseling again?
I just see a big change in him, and I just don't see how we can move forward in our marriage if we don't talk to somebody about it.
What's going on?
I've noticed, like, in the past.
Hold on, this woman's thinking she can't move forward in her marriage if her husband makes racist and misogynistic comments.
Wait until you hear Deloney. Dude, you have no idea how good this gets. It's amazing.
Oh boy.
Few years, maybe year and a half or so. Just like he's changed a lot as far as like he'll make like racial remarks and like
She's about to cry. She's about to cry, man.
This poor guy, he comes home.
I sent my wife a Hitler edit from Instagram and she laughed.
I was just gonna say, like, I'm at a point
My
now
wife sent me a meme the other day.
We're at a point where we're gonna snow some. My wife's like, did the Jews send this one?
my wife sent me a reel about going in a sauna and seeing it was made in Germany.
Oh my goodness, you guys.
I can't imagine being married to a woman.
I told you this would be fun. This is amazing content. Come on.
Yeah, he said Chinese people can't drive. Hold on. Do you know when Asians come to America, 80% of them end up getting cataracts? The other 20% get some Rinkins and Fords. And
that is such an old joke.
oh, is it really? Okay.
misogynistic remarks towards like me, other women, like anti-Semitic remarks towards me.
Oh, she is a Jew?
No, just watch. Just let it play. Stop stopping.
In front of our kids. And I just.
Do you have Jewish heritage?
I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry. Say that again.
Do you have Jewish heritage?
I have ancestry in it, but
Okay.
it's not like I grew up in the faith or anything.
So you're asking me how to get a guy who is racist, anti-Semitic, who makes derogatory comments about women to his wife in front of their kids and to other women, to get him to go to counseling?
Yeah.
I don't think counseling is his problem. His problem is he sucks.
Yeah, I know. And it's just like,
wait,
it wasn't like
I have
this.
to get that clip in. Because every single person watching this show sucks.
I will say, watching this show, it makes me appreciate my wife
Dude, listen
so
to me.
much.
No, listen to me. Because I'll come home and my wife's like, "Why do you watch this?" I'm like, "Because you don't know how much more I love you every time I listen to it." Like, I come home so grateful for the woman I married every time I watch this show, because the women that call this show are out of their flipping minds, dude.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
He's always been a colorful guy, but like it's never been like this.
Whoa. Now who's being racist, woman? Husband is totally a fan of this show.
Yeah, I think so. No, dude, so this is one, but like I think the next one you're gonna find out, like the next clip, I'm pretty sure the guy either watches us or Gordon or something. Like this, it might not be this call, it may be the next. I put 2 calls in and I broke them up into 2 clips each.
And I just
What happens when you say, okay, because let's be honest, there was a season when even whispering a funny joke.
Okay, let me.
Yeah, go down to clip 2. He goes into like some psychobabble there, and I was just like, whatever. But the next clip is the same phone call.
Plan. It sounds like what you're commenting on is the spirit of your husband has changed.
Yeah, it used to be where it was like funny and good natured, and now it just feels like much darker. And it bothers me. And if I tell him it bothers me, he just goes off on like how I'm sensitive and everybody is so sensitive now and you can't say anything. And it's like, I'm walking on eggshells all the time.
Okay, but this is happening not just with jokes and not just with suddenly this newfound racist person in your house. What's deeper happening?
Oh my gosh.
I'm really not sure. And I feel like I can't ask him.
Where else is this research? Where else is this surfacing? Is it surfacing in how he talks to your kids and treats your kids? Is it surfacing in the bedroom and what he expects of you? Where is this surfacing? Is he controlling the money now? Like, where is this else? Is this coming?
No. There's no like controlling of the money. It's like, it's almost like he'll try to have a conversation with me, or like he's just very, I guess, politically minded. He likes to talk about it, and like that's just not me. And so he'll try to like draw it out of me, and he gets angry. It's like, or irritated if like I don't kind of go along with it or have this conversation with him.
So this is what made me
and that's
think.
where a lot of it will be, or it'll just
No, you can finish.
be kind of like random.
I think that's it. Like, okay, so what I think is happening is the husband, he's listening to Nick Fuentes, or he's listening. So the husband's getting red pilled on race, right? And he's coming home and he's like, he's making Jew jokes and he's talking about race and he's talking about all this stuff. And the wife is just so sensitive.
This is a good point. He needs friends to talk about that stuff with, not his wife.
So well, this is what I mean. Like, it sounded to me like the husband was listening to stuff and he's getting these ideas, and then he thinks he needs to come home and preach to his wife, like he's like evangelizing her into this world. And it's like, dude, some women are not capable of hearing this stuff. Like, you don't need to, you know, like I think there are marriages where like his wife doesn't sound like his wife just sounds like a really like sensitive woman who just like, I don't want to know about this, because I remember having conversations with my wife about some stuff, and she was just like, I don't like this. I don't like, all right, you're not ready for this. We'll take it a little slower. we'll go a little slower with things. Like, even when she heard me talking to Joel Webbin about interracial marriage, you know?
Yeah.
She was like, I don't know. I just don't like that subject. You know? And it's because we know a lot of interracial couples. Like, we've
been conditioned since we were born to ignore stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I talked to her about it, and I was like, look, first of all, like, we do know a lot of couples that are like that, and they have beautiful families, and they're beautiful Catholic families on top of that. And I said, I said, it's one thing to to make blanket brutal statements about interracial marriage. I said, but there are ways to talk about it where you could understand, like one of the most dangerous things that they did, like when you talk about social engineering with like building the suburbs and stuff, right? Where they broke up these beautiful Catholic communities in the city, and they drove white America out to the suburbs. And because the most dangerous thing to your children's faith is actually them being around other faiths, like kids of other faith. Like, it's actually the most dangerous thing for your children's faith to have them have Jewish friends and Protestant friends and Muslim friends and these friends, because what happens is, but that's what social engineering was, right? And it's like, you're now in a public school, and your kids are now going to school with kids of all these different nationalities in a multicultural democracy, right? And what happens is, the first thing your kids will do is they'll go, so wait a minute, like, so we're Catholics, so we're the only ones going to heaven, so like only Catholics go to heaven. Like, it's just, especially girls, that's how women think. They're like, women have such a hard time with no salvation outside the church. It's just a very hard thing for women, because their empathy meter goes off the charts.
You know what, Maddie will be watching something, you know, and there'll be an actor or you know, whoever on that he likes, and he goes, Dad, are they Catholic? And of course, vast majority of the time I go, no. And he goes, too bad.
But so the way I explained it to Nicole was, I said, like, this never would have been an issue before, because your kids are just in a Catholic enclave, and they're not even exposed to Protestant kids. They're not even exposed to these other kids. So it's just like, they're just growing up in a Catholic ethos. I said, so what happens is they break up those beautiful Catholic ghettos and communities, and now your kids are going to public school and they're meeting kids that are not of the same, and it just is designed to make your kids lose their faith, and not just lose your faith, but then like your kids are going to fall in love with a child that's from a different nationality, and it was very intentional what they did. It wasn't, you know what I mean? So there are ways to talk about this issue that aren't super offensive, but they're realistic. It's like you can have this conversation without your wife freaking out. But if you just start coming home and telling your wife the stuff you're hearing on podcasts, if it's not done delicately, you're going to make your wife call the John Deloney show and say that you need to get a divorce, because John Deloney will always counsel divorce if you're a racist and a misogynist.
Yeah, it's one, you know, when people like see or hear a podcast, like when we talk about things, we are bombastic, loud, but that's because you guys wouldn't watch us if we weren't, right? Like how we are talking now is not how you should bring these subjects up outside of the close friend group, guys.
Well, I think what I just said is a way you can have that conversation.
I know, but
yeah, well, obviously, yeah, you're 100% right. Like sometimes, especially on locals, like we'll bring things up and we'll say things a little bombastically. It's like, well, there's always the combination of like trying to discuss something serious while being entertaining and humorous too, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a tricky thing to like. I mean, you have 761 people watching on a Friday night right now. Like, why would people want to spend their Friday night hanging out with us? It's like, if you're not entertaining and funny, people don't want to sit and hang with you. So
yeah, like you guys don't want a round table of 5-minute monologues apiece. What? What did I say? I just brought up a random hypothetical that is
a random hypothetical.
Anything real life.
I say we get through the
exactly. I say never go full locals mode in public, guys.
I say we do the other Deloney clip because I say we do the other Deloney clip here, and then locals will go off the rails like we always do.
Did you see the one link? We could go.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that on the other side. Yeah. We got a fun local show tonight. Don't worry. But I can stay up late. We can hang. So, I
had a 2-year-old throwing up next to me in bed at 4:30 this morning. So let's not stay up too late, okay?
Well, you don't have to. I'm just saying we have a local show. All right. So this next Deloney clip, this husband listens to Tim Gordon. And listen to how this goes down. Like this is we have to talk about this. This one is actually very important. The way this husband brought this conversation up, this guy lost. He's done. He lost. He lost completely.
The 2-year-old snuck. The 2-year-old snuck into bed, fell asleep next to me for an hour. I had no idea she was in bed until I woke up with her throwing up next to me.
So. Listen, let's do this next clip. This next clip is very interesting.
Okay.
My question for you is...
This clip is 5 minutes long.
Don't worry. We'll pause it and we'll go through it. Don't worry.
Oh, so it will be 40 minutes long.
We'll maybe start it here and finish on locals.
Respond to my husband when he demands submission.
What?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I guess a little background, I guess. We've been married for almost 3 years. And since we've gotten married, he's often used the Bible verses about wives submit to your husbands and everything to end our arguments. My faith is really important to me, so it feels like a trump card has been played when he does this, and I just shut down.
Yeah, it's like taking a Bible and hitting you in the mouth with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then blaming you for bleeding on the pages.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
All right, give me an example.
So recently, I guess I brought up my need for a bit more contribution around the house. And this devolved into an hours-long argument where he ended up reading these verses to me off of his phone.
Oh, my gosh.
And I don't know what else to do.
What? So you said, hey, and by the way, let's take away the word need. I think that's a way we can drown each other. You
Sure.
said, "Hey, I want some help,"
hmm
and he
Yeah.
said, "Like, do you have kids? I mean, what kind of help do you need, or do you want?"
No kids.
Okay.
No kids, but that is another reason why I'm calling. That's definitely a hot topic at the moment. But I kind of feel like I do a bit more than my fair share, I guess. Well, he's playing video games. And so I say, hey, can you vacuum or can you take out the trash? And the argument will devolve into, well, you can quit your job and then you won't have anything to complain about anymore.
All right, pause it.
And then
So this guy, we don't get rid of it though, because we're going right back.
I'm not getting rid of
it. So this guy, married to a woman, they have no kids, and she's like, I need help. Like, first off, why do you need help? Like, why do you, there's two of you, why do you need help? Like, the guy's working, and she's like, I need help. You have to vacuum. Like, my wife has never asked me to vacuum. I don't think I've ever vacuumed once in my entire marriage, not one time. Like, and he's like, well, just quit your job. Like, you don't need, like, you're complaining because you're overwhelmed, right? Like, she's like, I can't, I'm going to work and I have to clean it. He's like, so quit your job. Like, I'll take care of you. And then you can clean the house and I can play my video games in peace. Like, that's basically what happened. So listen to John Deloney's advice. You're not putting it on screen. Nobody else hears it. But
Oh,
like, why'd you get rid of it?
as arguments continue,
Is this
Why
guy?
isn't it your
Is this
husband
for
and everything?
real? This is a real dude.
yes.
He pauses his video game to look over his shoulder at you, and then grabs
If
his
I'm not-
phone and reads Bible verses about how you should submit to him.
Yeah. And sometimes the video game isn't even paused. I wish I were joking.
I literally am out of words.
Oh, are you?
I really wish you were.
Yeah,
Let it play. Let it play.
oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. A husband who wants to take care of his wife.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't about me. How can I help?
No, you've clearly
Well,
made this about you.
I mean, this
Um,
is an insane situation.
Insane that your husband wants you to stay home.
I guess I won't, speak about him necessarily, but I feel very dismissed. I'm feeling unvalued.
Wait, why? Just because he
And-
plays video games and hits you in the face with the Bible? And he doesn't help, and
Well-
you wash his underwear, and you work full time.
I love how
he
he equates everything to physical abuse.
Yeah, physical abuse. Yeah. He
Oh,
just hits me with the Bible.
he makes all the money. Oh, he's physically abusing you. What?
Time, and you like why in the world would you feel dismissed?
It's kind of it feels like a gender game is being played a lot of the time. And I see, there's certainly merit in that. We are meant to complement each other.
Hold on, no, don't do that. Please don't do that.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
not a gender game. This is not a scripture game. Because the other part of that talks about die for your wife.
Oh, we know. Die for your wives,
on.
husbands. We
Is this what Deacon Jim
know.
looks like?
No, dude. It's like the guy is literally telling her, quit your job. I'll take care of you. Like, I would have approached this conversation so different. Like, he could have helped this marriage. He could have said to her, like, okay, well, like, what are your finances right now? Like, do you need to work? Wouldn't you rather kind of be
Yeah, but
home
he's
with
not
the kid?
Caleb Hammer, so he can't do that.
He's not even remotely concerned. Yes, he does claim to be a Christian, and
Yeah, but he's not.
And
He's
I'll
a-
look, his audience is 90% female. Like, our audience is 90% male, so we get to like be dudes. Like, he does not get to be a man because he's got millions of women watching him, and he has to just placate all of them. Your
Mhm.
life sucks, John Deloney. You can't possibly be happy. Your whole life is you just telling women what they want to hear. Go ahead, finish it out.
Put down the video game controller and help her while she melts in front of you. That is not a verse about you get a lifetime made and
Did he just call her a witch? We're calling them melting witches now.
This woman is complaining because she's got a vacuum. Oh my gosh, you women are the worst. All right, keep going.
Sexual slave. That is not
She
mean
didn't
you
say
win.
anything about the bedroom.
Why does he always
She
bring it
didn't
back
say-
to the bedroom?
You're his sexual slave. Like what? He's just throwing
I
things out
guarantee
there that weren't
this
even
man
said.
wears a git mask.
Dude, not locals, Rob. Yet.
Sorry. thought you wanted me to be authentic. Thought you wanted me to talk and say stuff. Guess
John
not.
Deloney.
No,
John
don't go
Deloney.
there, Rob.
I hope somebody sends him this clip because John, you and I need to have a talk, man. John, man to man. We
I
gotta
probably
talk.
won't be invited.
Like this is John, come on, man. What are you doing? You cannot gas these women up like this, John. This is unacceptable. Let's go. Let's finish it out. Because you got to hear where this goes. It goes to what the husband's listening to, and it's amazing.
Every argument about where you're going to go
Remember when Rob was quiet? Okay.
eat and what you're going to do with the kids and what your wife's hair is going to look like at all. That's such a disgusting, gross misrepresentation of what that talks about. It's abusive the way that's used. And here's why it's abusive, because you're bound inside of a faith context, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're not leaving that faith context. And so inside those walls, he's taking this Bible, he's beating you over the head with it and saying, you do what I say. While he's sitting there eating Cheetos, playing video games.
No, probably eating captains.
Jeez, dude. It's like a, this is one of those dudes that, like, when I'm talking to people out in the public sphere and we're having a good natured debate or a not good natured debate, this is the guy they bring up, and I say that's not real. Nobody's like that. And you're like, no, I married him.
It's so funny. Wait, pause it for a second. Because John hears this and he gives absolutely no leeway to the man, and he just right away sides with the woman. And I hear this and I'm just like, this woman's a villain, and all I do is give leeway to the man. And it's like, we are so polar opposite. Like, I'm listening to this woman and I'm just like, she is a liar and a vile woman. Like, I don't believe a word out of her mouth. He's just like, your husband eating Cheetos and playing video games while you're his sex slave. It's like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, wait, what world is this?
Oh.
No, okay. So, yeah, go ahead, play it out. I don't want to forget to say what I think about him, though.
Obviously, really.
About who?
About John Deloney, like, okay. Because he plays this character on a podcast, right?
Yeah,
he plays this character on a podcast. But I've known 1,000 John Delonys. I know John Deloney. John Deloney, you know why he's so good at giving advice to people who've been cheated on? Because this guy cheated on his wife. I don't have a doubt in my mind. This guy.
Okay, that's way worse than me saying he wears the get mask.
Especially when that fame first started hitting him, and he goes out and he goes to a book signing and the girls are throwing themselves. This guy, I don't have a doubt in my mind.
Let's Google something real quick. Has John Deloney?
I don't have a doubt. I know John Deloney. I've known 1,000 John Delonys. I know a cheater when I see one.
Well, he's married to a woman that did take his last name, but also kept her last name.
Yeah, she's got a hyphen, right?
Well, there's no hyphen, but Dr. Sheila Quinn Deloney.
I'm just telling you, like, look, obviously this is my opinion, and I'm not.
Don't get us sued.
Yeah, this is my opinion. I'm telling you, I know John Deloney. I've known 1,000 John Deloney. I know that guy. That guy is a creep. And I bet he's had to work through some major things in his marriage, and because he's a sleazebag. Like, I can just tell. I know this guy. I'm pretty good at picking up on people when I meet them and when I just see them. Like, I like, that's why I said with Elijah, like nothing I heard about Elijah shocked me or was like, oh no, like I knew exactly when Milo released those things about Elijah. I was like, yeah, this is actually what I expected.
Okay, so apparently him and his wife did an interview together, and she said things along the lines like, "I want your audience to know you're not as good as you seem."
Exactly. Yeah. All right, look, I'm just guessing, and all right, maybe it's detraction and calumny. All right, I take it back. I'm sorry. I don't know anything about John Deloney. I just know the type. That's all I'm saying. Like, I look.
And apparently he made his wife give up her career to care for their children.
Oh, you wicked misogynist. You evil misogynist, John Deloney. But I want to get to the part where she talks about the podcast, so keep going.
Wonderful qualities about him. He works extremely hard. He's very successful.
Listen to her talking him up.
You know,
this is the husband. She said he's an amazing man. He works really hard. He's very successful. All he wants is for his wife to stay home. While he is successful, he will provide for her, and he wants her to have children. Like, this is literally, she's like, I'm going to be pressured to have children. It's like, you married the man. What did you not want to have children? The husband wants her to stay home, raise the children. He wants to go to work and provide for her. And John Deloney is disgusted by that.
Great on paper until it comes time to talk about emotions. And that can be really difficult.
We're not even talking about emotions. We're talking about, hey, can we do life together? No, submit.
Yeah. And then add in the whole pressure to have kids very soon. And
I'm sure I
feel a bit stuck.
Ripped off some Bible verses out of context to make you feel bad about that one too. Yeah, like,
yep.
I don't know, but
all right, go to the next clip, because the next clip is where it starts. Yeah, I'm sure he ripped out Bible verses to make you think like marriage is supposed to be about having children. Like this guy is vile. Like, think about what he just said there. This woman's like, I'm working all day and then I come home and I have to clean the house and I want my husband to help me. And my husband's like, look, stay home. I'll provide. Let's have a family. We got married. Like, what's the purpose of marriage? Like, let's have a family.
Yeah, it's not so you both can go to work and come home and be alone. And
no. She's unhappy because the husband's not going to work all day and then coming home and taking care of the house for her. I really don't understand how some marriages work. Like, look, there are some, like, if you have a light duty job and you work from home, like, I understand some women, especially if you got a lot of kids, like, I expect husbands to help their wives. Like, I really do. But like, because I sometimes I put people in my situation only. Like, I work a very unique job. I leave the house at 4 a.m. I get home at 6 p.m. Like, my wife handles the home. It's a very different situation from somebody who works way less hours than I do, and they're home a lot more, and they have a lot of little kids around the house. Like, I don't expect men to do nothing at the house. Like, I really don't. It's just the dynamic in my home works that way because I'm out killing myself all day, and then I mean, tweeting all day, but I'm out of the house all day. But then I come home and my wife has everything under control, So like, I have to be careful not to project my situation onto everybody else. Tim Gordon does that a lot too. Like, he's got a very unique situation. He's home with his wife all day. He works from home and stuff. So it's like, he thinks every marriage should work like his. Like, not every marriage is going to work like mine. I'm not stupid, but there are situations where, like, if the husband is providing and he's taking care of everything and you don't need to work, you're working because you choose to work as a woman. Like, it's like the husband shouldn't have to come home and vacuum if he's providing the bulk of the the funds for the home. All right, let's get into this. Is where she gets. I'm sorry I made you guys sit through half an hour of this, but
I told you it was going to be 40 minutes.
All right, let's do it.
I think a lot of the media he consumes
Here it is.
Very much encourages his worldview. So,
what does he consume?
Certain podcasts that I'm learning the word manosphere.
Oh God, is he an Andrew Tate guy?
I don't think that's the specific person he listens to, but certainly guys like him. I think it's got a big influence on how the culture in our home at the moment.
So if he was bringing
Yo, dude, wait,
pornography
pause
into
it.
the house,
Like,
and
dude,
letting
if
that
you,
be
dude,
instructive,
if there's a guy who watches our show and his wife's name is Nicole and that's her voice, I want to hear from you because this guy is probably.
You can email us privately at team@avoidingbabylon.com.
Listen to me. I will have my wife Nicole talk to your wife Nicole and give her a rational explanation for how her life will be so much better if she just stops listening to John Deloney's advice. Her husband definitely is a live-in right now. Is in this live right now. Could you imagine how funny that would be? Because all I heard from this woman was, my husband wants me to have children. My husband wants me to stay home from work and care for the home. And John Deloney is absolutely disgusted by this. Like, if this person ever asked me, I would say, well, like, why? What is it about, like, being a mom that clearly revolts you? Because, like, clearly something about, like, being home and being a mom and caring for a home makes you sick. That's me. That's my wife. Something called the stratosphere. Oh man, it's just roll back 10 seconds. She peed.
No, we're not. No.
as to how you were going to
You were looking at some secret society called the SSPX.
No, but clearly, so like Nicole started off where she was like, I have this religious thing. Like the husband's clearly like using scripture and stuff. So he's not listening to Andrew Tate and he's not listening to Nick Fuentes. Like the guy's
Right.
listening to Christian patriarchy stuff. Like a demon, 100%, sowing the seeds of like, you need to get out of this situation instead of like caring about a marriage that's here. And the husband's not here to defend himself either, right? So saying to the wife, like, all right, well, he's not here to defend himself. Like, what is it about like staying home and caring for the home that you think is so? He hits you over the face with a Bible. He's abusive. He makes you be a sexual slave. Like the things that John Deloney took from her words that she never said are absolutely insane. I watch this guy and want to punch my iPad all day long. It's enraging. Lila Rose had this guy on, by the way.
react. I mean, how are you going to respond to him sexually?
What?
Would you put up
Why
with
is he
Why
keep bringing this
always?
up? Why does he keep bringing this up? I don't understand. Like he's obsessed with like, oh, your husband's going to demand sex. How dare he demand sex? This is a guy.
I don't get it, man.
Like, think about this. This is a guy who begs his wife. He has to beg his wife for like a little attention. And he's just like, I don't.
Yeah.
Anthony, maybe try working and not watching this guy all day. No. Remember my original wife, my marriage advice video? I was like, whatever you do, don't come home and tell your wives that you're sitting around and listening to Jordan Peterson. Like for me, it's I come home and I'm like, Nicole, I watched a few hours of John Deloney today. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Well, what we need to do, if you're a woman watching this, go back, watch Anthony's marriage advice, write down everything Anthony said, then call John Deloney and tell John Deloney your husband is doing everything that Anthony said, and let's see what John Deloney says.
Man, I just don't get like I get that you have like a largely female audience and you have to cater to that, but like, why are you like this is a woman whose husband is just trying to lead to me, I'm hearing just a man who's like, like, stay home, like, and you won't bitch about vacuuming so much. Like, it's not a big deal. Vacuum. I'm playing Call of Duty. You really gonna bother me about this right now? Like, you want me to turn off Call of Duty to vacuum? Like, just push a vacuum. Leave me alone. Stay home. Have a bunch of kids. I'll provide for you. Stop it. What are you upset about? Why are women always upset? Why are they always like they will come? Think about what she's complaining about. My husband wants me to stay home and have babies.
It's not that they're upset. It's like they're naturally unable to be. They're unable to ever be content. I mean, think of the Garden of Eden. Eve couldn't let things be. She was discontent for some reason and had to go eat eat the fruit.
I just like, oh man. All right. So the other thing is like the husband. I will criticize the husband here. Like husbands, you can't just go home and start pulling out Bible verses. Like it's not gonna work that way. Like it's not like you might want to pause Call of Duty for a minute and have a conversation, like a real conversation with your wife and be like, look, I see the duties in the home are just too much for you to go to work and do the duties in the home. But like, why don't we start a family together? How about that?
Or like if your wife's not seeing you pray and fast and do penance, pulling out scripture is not going to help.
I mean, look, it's either you have that conversation or you literally hit her with a Bible. Those are your choices. Like you like hit her with the Bible and just tell her shut up and submit. Because the way she portrayed that phone call is like he's pulling out Bible verses, but it's like, yeah, he pulled out like the word of God. Like he pulled out the word of God. Like God Almighty gave us a word and he read it to me. How dare he? You want to finish the last minute before we head over to locals?
Locals, it's hour and a half in already.
I'll do a solo locals.
No.
We gotta go.
Okay. I want you to view this kind of poison and garbage the exact same way.
Oh, all right, we can get rid of it. He told her that what his husband's listening to is the equivalent to pornography. So he's like, she's like, hey, he's listening to bad podcasts, and he goes, you need to view this as if it's pornography.
He would be less offended if it was pornography.
He would die if he heard our show. Like he would be so offended by us.
Do you think we could get him on?
Well, I would have to, if we got him on, I would have to call him out so ruthlessly.
Oh yeah,
like, I would have to.
We
just
would never
be like,
get him on a second time.
Like John, we have to talk about like the horrific advice you give. Like you literally tell people to get divorced. Like you encourage divorce frequently. You will tell women they need to pack their bags and move out because this man is dangerous. And the man is literally just like, hey, how about you stay home and don't work? It's insane. Are you safe? He'll like that call. And the reason I had it go so long is because he says, are you safe right now? Are you safe? Are you safe? Like he kept saying, it's like, what, where did you get any? You're pulling out. What's he doing in the bedroom? Is it like, what are you even talking about, man? Like the lady wanted her husband to vacuum and he was like, can you stop nagging me? That's all that was. My goodness. They're so dramatic. Everybody's so dramatic. Yeah. This is why husbands actually need to control what their wives intake. Like the biggest fault you had was letting your wife watch John Deloney. Like she's worried about what the husband's consuming. This wife is consuming John Deloney. It's 10 times worse than anything the husband's listening to. I guarantee it. All right. We're going to wrap this one up. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to have it.
We're not going to do locals?
No, we're doing locals. We're going to wrap the YouTube side up. I'm getting stuffy.
Let me get the locals link for everyone here.
Can you vacuum? I'm on a kill streak right now. Chill. I hate watch John Deloney all day long. All day. Like I'm driving and I just like, let's hear the horrible advice he gives now. Let's hear it. And there are so many episodes I want to bring to this show, and I'm like, Rob will literally kill me.
Dude, it's painful.
Oh, Rob will kill me if I bring another one of these to him. You just got here. Well, come to the after show. The after show's where all the fun is.
We have a fun website we're going to explore.
Somebody asked me, do I actually do any work at work? Yes, I do a lot of work at work. Well, it depends what I'm doing. actually. So the past, so basically my whole company is off right now, and me and 2 other guys are the only guys working this week. So I was off Monday and Tuesday. I was in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Because we're the only 3 guys, I was doing backbreaking work for those days. So like I have seniority at the company. I'm like one of the first guys that has to work. So it was me and 2 other guys, and I was doing backbreaking work. But typically my job entails me in my truck, and I go scout out a job, mark it out, fill out some paperwork, and then I wait for my crew to catch up to me. So in that time when my crew's waiting to catch up to me, that's when I'll consume media, listen to stuff while I'm doing stuff. So, but the past couple of days, you haven't seen me on Twitter much because I've been a little busy. Join locals. Rob can show you how to search the dark web.
It's not the dark web.
No, what is it? A test or something?
No, man. You
I didn't look
know.
at what it was.
Let's just say if you're looking to buy a house anytime soon, this will be an invaluable real estate tool for you.
I like that Rob is bringing content to the show, because usually I have to come up with all the content, and I bring you guys stuff like John Deloney. Rob brings you guys stuff like real estate advice. Let's go over to locals to hear Rob's real estate advice.
I hate you. I do.
No matter what we do, we're gonna make it fun. So
yeah.
no matter what we do, it'll be fun. Everybody go check out knickknack.com. Use code AB25 for 25% off. And we will see you guys on Tuesday. Take us out, brother.